Hey, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It's Wednesday. It's almost 9 o'clock. I hope you got your notification and that you'll be here with me. If not, watching the replay or watching me on YouTube is perfect. I love it that you can just pop in whenever you have time. I hope you enjoy yourself here. And if you would tell your friends about me, that would just be wonderful. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so what was I saying? I have to start right at 9 o'clock because that's when I told you I would start. So hopefully you have time to come on. We are going to make a package. We are going to make a gift box, sort of, kind of, out of some product that I got at the Dollar Tree. And we're going to embellish it Stampin' Up! Style, which I love to do all the time. And then I'm going to use it as a gift box. So I hope you enjoy that idea. It might be a little bit of a long video. I did do some things in advance just to maybe cut down the time a little bit. But if you don't have time to watch the whole thing, you can come back when you can, right? Hey, Marcia, welcome. Let me know who's here. I love to see your names. All right, it is 9 o'clock. I'm going to turn you down. Let's see what's going on. Oh boy, everybody's deciding to text me and call me right now. All right, and then I need to turn you around. There we go. Here's my desk. And move some things out of the way just a little bit. All right, so welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. I am your hostess. I am Beverlee Morales, and I live in Tracy, California. If you choose to order with me, here's the host code that you can use. And here is where you can shop with me, beverleestamps.stampinup.net. Also, I mentioned my YouTube channel. It's just my name on YouTube. You can go there anytime, share that address with your friends. If you win something from me, need to talk to me, have questions, you can email me at mofun44@icloud.com. I check my emails all the time, and I will see that pretty quickly and get back to you ASAP. All right, another mention of bonus days earned during this month. For every $50 you spend USA, you can earn a $5 coupon code. Save that coupon code and redeem it in August. Hi, Pat, for $5 off of your order. Now, if you spend $100, you're going to get 2. If you spend $150, you're going to get 3, plus the Hostess merchandise that Stampin' Up! Gives. So a lot you can earn right now in the month of July. All right, I'm Pat Klein. No, one more person. Sorry, Pat. I got to wait. One more person. I've got to look for one more person. I wrote down number 3. I thought I wrote down number 2. So the third person that I see on here is going to win this card. And, oh, it's Diane Haynes. She just came on right now. Diane, you're number 3. I wrote that down. You also watched last on Sunday. This is a card that I'm going to mail off to you. Congratulations, Diane. All right. It was requested by one of my customers to give you all the item numbers of the things I'm using during my lives. So here they are. You can take a snapshot of them. But I'm using the Sketch Butterflies bundle, the Painted Lavender stamp set, the Painted Lavender dies. They're all in the annual catalog. I'm using, this is new for me to use, the designer tags dies, and they're an online exclusive. I'm using Gorgeous Grape ink, Old Olive, oh, that's supposed to say ink, it says in. Hey, Lynn, Memento Tuxedo Black, Stampin' Blends Dark Daffodil Delight, Old Olive cardstock, Basic White cardstock. Hi, Annie. Oh, hi, Annie. Old Olive cardstock, Basic White cardstock, Linen Thread, Mini Glue Dots, Dimensionals, take your pick tool, and some Stampin' Up! Non-items. So these items are just things you may have laying around your house. Some fabric, Dollar Tree mailbox, some ivory spray paint, some music sheets, and a name badge magnet. All right, so if you need any of those code numbers, you can take a quick snapshot or come back and see those in a minute. All right, so let's get started. I mentioned a mailbox from the Dollar Tree. Here's a Christmas one. Valentine's Day, Christmas for sure, and Valentine's for sure. I don't know other holidays that they have these out. They may have them for Halloween. I don't remember. Easter, I don't remember. But when I see these metal mailboxes at the Dollar Tree, I pick up about 10. And then I just keep them, and as I dwindle down in having a few, then I wait for the next season and I buy some more. So these are obviously the Christmas ones. They're cute as can be, just like this. You could just hang a tag off there and put your gift in and be done. But I like to embellish them Stampin' Up style. Hi, Michelle. All right. So what I do is I take some ivory spray paint. You can take whatever color you want, and I spray paint the boxes. Okay? And I let them dry. So that's been done for you already. So we're going to start by talking about the magnet badges that I use, also that I mentioned, that are non-Stampin' Up product. I get them on Amazon. This is what they look like. It's Amazon Prime right now. I don't know if they're on sale or not, but you can get 24 of them. And they're really cool. They have an adhesive back. They're very, very strong. In fact, I have to slide them to get them apart. And you can use them as a name badge, so you can make brooches with your Stampin' Up product as well. All right, so that's the badge. I mentioned music sheets and white cardstock and fabric. I have like a canvasy fabric. I'm not a sewer, so I don't know exactly what this is kind of fabric it's called, but it's kind of thick. Reminds me of canvas. Okay, so I'm going to start with that to make my, what I'm going to call a brooch. My black Memento ink and this stamp out of the Sketch Butterflies stamp set right here. Okay, so I'm just going to ink that up. I want to show you that paper is not the only thing you have to use when you're stamping. If you're anything like me, you like 3D projects. Sometimes I like things made out of fabric so they last longer or so I can manipulate them better. Just depends what I'm doing, but I do want to let this stamp stay on this canvas fabric for a minute, pressing down hard so I can get a good image. There we go. Look at that. All right. I stamped one on fabric in advance because I want to give this one a second to dry, and then I'm going to cut it out. But I also mentioned blends. So I'm taking my blend, and I am just going to color this butterfly yellow. Just the whole thing, nothing fancy, no blending, no highlighting, anything like that. Just stamping it with the blends, but the blend soaks right into the fabric really well. So that's why I choose to use them. Okay, now I'm going to go get my cut and emboss machine and cut out this butterfly. You get the die ready here and get my machine. So today is my eldest daughter's birthday. She she knows we're having a party. I got her permission. It's just a small little luncheon with 4 of her friends and 1 of her sisters. Her other sister, I thought she was camping this week, but Ken had the date wrong. She's camping next week, but she couldn't get off work because she's going camping next week, and she barely had enough time to do that. So I am cutting this back to stamping. Thank you, Diane. I am going back and forth with my die cutting machine on this fabric just because it's a canvas and I want to make sure it cuts it out well. That was probably overkill. I probably didn't need to go over it that many times, but see how well that cuts out. And now I've got a fabric butterfly. So let's take that one off of here. I'm going to need my machine again in a little bit, but I'm going to just finish this badge first. Then I also stamped the same butterfly on a music note out of paper. And remember how I taught you on Sunday to bend it at the body for some dimension. And I'm also going to use my bone folder to curl the wings a little bit. Okay, so let's color this butterfly. And like I said, there's nothing to it. You just run it across the whole image. Had a little bit of time to dry so it didn't smear. All right. I'm going to see if mini glue dots will stick to this because it's wet. So I didn't think of that in advance. So when they're completely dry, the mini glue dots will work perfectly. But because the ink is wet on here, it might not stick, but let's try it. I'm going to put a mini glue dot right there. Yep, see, it's not sticking. Okay, so I'm going to have to use glue. Glue is, hey, Barbara, glue is not on the list because I didn't use glue on the original. But I'm going to have to now since my ink from the blends is wet. And I'm going to put glue on the body of the one I just colored. And then I'm going to put the paper one in the middle, press down with the pointy piercing tool of my Take Your Pick tool. I can put a mini glue dot there now because we've got paper, right? And it's not wet. But will it stick to this butterfly? Let's see. It's kind of wet on the back. Let's try it. Oh yeah, it's sticking. Okay. Nope, it's not. Spoke too soon. Okay, glue it is. All right, so now we're gonna, I put the paper in between, and you can color that as well or not, whichever one you choose to do, because when I bend the paper, hi Barbara, it helps the fabric, which is more flimsy, especially while it's wet, keep the dimension, okay? The other thing I do to help keep the dimension is I use a inexpensive aerosol hairspray, and I spray my item, makes it a little stiffer when it dries, and it helps it keep its bend. Back to my magnet. Hello, Connie. Has a protective paper backing on the adhesive where you put your project. And I'm going to put the bottom butterfly on the adhesive and stick it down. And then I have a brooch. I am going to have to wait for this to dry though before I do anything else with it because it's glue. So, but look at that. Fluttery brooch. Okay, what am I going to do with that brooch? I'm going to save that for a little surprise in a minute because it's part of this project. Let's go back to my can, my mailbox, and I'm going to come over to my old olive ink and the stamp out of the lavender. Now, I like to do this. I know that my customers have ordered this set, so I know you have it. Thank you, Barbara. So I like to use what I know they have. So, and give them more ideas to use their product that's in their stamp room. So here is the stem from the Painted Lavender set, and I am just going to stamp a stem right on my mailbox. Now, the ink does not dry on its own all the way, no matter how long you wait. So after you stamp it, you could spray it with a sealant. This is just a background for me, so I didn't bother to do that. Here's the other side stamped, and if I run my finger across, this is stamped the other day, I get a little bit of lavender residue on my finger. But like I said, it's a background. I just wanted to show you that with photopolymer stamps, it's really, really easy to stamp on a bend. This mailbox, oops, I got the wrong color ink. I was talking and I didn't close my ink. Let me get the Gorgeous Grape. Glad I noticed that. Clean off my stamp. You guys are probably saying, Bev, you're in the green. All right. All right. So the Gorgeous Grape ink now. I'm going to ink it up with my block, but then I'm going to remove it from the block, and I'm going to just stamp it down so it will bend. I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to re-stamp it with no more ink on it. So double stamping for a light and dark. Okay, ink it up. I just re-inked this stamp pad yesterday. It's the first time I've used it since stamping the other side of this can, and so it's much darker than before. Thanks, Connie. So I'm just going to keep stamping, just adjust to whatever your ink's doing. See how light that is now? If you don't want to use your ink pad, your block at all, you can do it without. I'm going to take some of the ink off since it's so dark and re-stamp, double stamp to give this area a background. Okay. Now, because that doesn't dry, and I chose not to seal it so it would dry, I wanted to cover it up with some of the die cuts in the Painted Lavender set, the Painted Lavender dies, which is on the list I gave you, and I'm using these sprigs from the die. This one here, here's the actual die. Okay, so we're gonna move this over. I cut them all out. Like I said, I made this video a little bit shorter because I have so many things to show you on this project. I didn't want to take your whole morning, so I cut these out in advance. There are 8 of them. Okay, so take your pick tool, and after I get these on to the mailbox, I will show you my the finished one. Okay, so I'm just going to put a mini glue dot on every single one of these. Okay. Go 2 more. Okay. Okay, let's give this one some more time to dry. Let's go, well, not dry because I just finished telling you they don't dry completely. Let's go to the other side that I did the other day, and I'm just going to place these on here with mini glue dots. And you can place them off to the side a little bit. Since it's a 3D project, you can put some higher, some lower. just wherever you want to do it. And it's a mini glue dot, so you can move them around after you, when you need to, if they're not in the spot you want. Let's turn this over and put one here, just random. It's very easily. Hey, Kathleen. Just place them where you'd like. See how cute this mailbox is starting to get, and you just open it up and put your present in there, whatever your gift is. But let me show you. It's up on my fingers. Let me show you right now what this little badge is going to look like. See, because it's a magnet, see how it just sticks on there? It's stiff now because of the hairspray, so I'm going to push on it some more and give it more dimension. What do you guys think? I just think that is so cute so far, and we're just starting, really. All right, let's take the lavender from the lavender set that I stamped on white cardstock. Thank you, Kathleen. And I double stamped it just like I just showed you, but again, in advance. Thanks, Annie. Thanks, Lynn. And I'm turning these all over, and I'm going to get some dimensionals. My visions never cease to amaze you. Well, good. I'm glad. Let me get some dimensionals, and then I just said I'm going to show you the darn can, but I'm getting so excited making this all over again that I forgot. But I'm going to put these dimensionals on there, and then I promise I'm going to show you that. Okay, so get these dimensionals on. Hi, Melody. I'm so glad you're here. So back to Heather's birthday. So her friends are coming over, so I decorated the dining room. Her sister came last night. She's so sweet to help me. And she decorated the front lawn with a big sign, happy birthday, and some, I call them wind spinners, I don't know what they're called, and some balloons. And then I bought a neon sign that says happy birthday, and I have it on the baker's table. And it's black and white runner stripes with gold and white polka dot plates, and then balloons all in the chandelier with little squirrely, oh, it's so cute. It's just so, so cute. I hope that she is happy when she comes home and sees all her surprise. Okay, so I remember now that I was going to show you a finished one. Look at this. Look, now, would you not squeal with delight if somebody brought you a gift in this? Whatever. Look at the little tag. Oh my gosh. It's just the $1.25 cans that you can spray paint any color and just do. I have a shelf full of them already sprayed because I just love to do this with a bunch of different sets. So there's the finished one. So let's go back to what we're doing. Oh, Michelle, I'm so glad you love it. Thank you, Lynn. Oh, I'm so happy. So anyway, we're going to have lunch and visit with her good friends. So now I'm just placing this lavender on top, and see how the background lavender that I stamped kind of shows up. And you just, whoops, that one's upside down. La, 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 la. And I started to press hard too. The dimensionals on the back of the lavender will help everything stay down. Need another one. Let's get a mini right here because this is a smaller area. So your mini dimensionals come in handy a lot. Okay. And then you're squealing now. Yay! Up and down, just so they're not, you know, straight, even. And uno más, one more. Okay, that's one side. You can put Wink Stella on these guys to make them sparkly. Whatever you want to do. So here is the other side. And now that you know that the ink under there is not going to be touched by anybody because it's got flowers over it. It's not like going to smear and be gone unless you wet it, but it's fine. That's why I didn't bother to spray it. Now I need one more because I wanted to show you how to double stamp like that. Excuse me. I know I showed you on the metal, but I want to show you on cardstock as well. So I just need the flower, so I ink it up in the Gorgeous Grape and stamp once and stamp. Move it just slightly over and stamp twice, and that double stamping makes the flower fuller. Okay, so I'm going to get my cut and emboss machine. There is a die cut in the lavender dies that cuts that out for you. We don't need the stems, and I'm also going to cut out this tag. My word, ladies, if these tags, they're an online exclusive. They're called designer tags. If these tags are not the most beautiful tags ever, look at these tags. And this one fits right in here this way. Look at these tags. Oh my gosh. Love, love, love. I gave you the code number already at the beginning. So let me get my cut and emboss machine. And my tag. Scrap. I love it when I can use scrap. My lavender. And run that through. Okay. I have to tell you that I showed Lori when she was working on Monday this project, and she squealed. She absolutely loved it. Which brings me to another subject. I'm creating a class, but I want all of you to be able to benefit from this class. What is the date, you ask? Don't know yet. I'll be announcing that soon. I got overwhelmed with the birthday party thingy that I'm doing today, and so I forgot to look at my calendar and get it scheduled. But I'm going to have it in person and online, 2 separate times, because I want to give my full attention to my online people and my full attention to my in-person people. So I'm going to do it twice because I hope you guys all want to take part in that. You will, well, I don't have I have to sit down and think about the details of that class, but get the sketched butterflies. Get them. All right, so look at this die. I'm going to take some linen thread and my ribbon scissors, and I'm going to double it up, and I'm going to put the loop into the little hole here like this. Then I'm going to open up the loop, and I am going to put the 2 legs into the loop and pull. We want that extra paper there. So that's ready when I'm ready for it. Where did my other piece of lavender go? Oh, good grief. All right, well, when it pops back up, I'll grab it. Let's go back to our Gorgeous Grape. And here are some butterflies already cut out. Again, just doing a little bit of things in advance. Here is the large butterfly that matches that die. And I used Gorgeous Grape instead of black this time because I wanted it to match the lavenders on the box. I'm just laying the butterfly on top of the stamp and running my fingers across. It's probably safer if you use scrap paper like this, just to save your fingers from a bunch of ink. And then you've got a butterfly. I did one in advance because I needed 2. And what are we going to do next, ladies? We're going to bend these butterflies at the body, right? And we're going to use our bone folder, which I don't think I put on the list, but I know most of you have those already. And curve. It doesn't matter if you curve the wings first and bend the bodies, as long as you do them both. Doesn't matter. And then these guys, you can stamp them if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. That one has some purple on it, so I might even just do it this way, just because it works. Kind of an abstract butterfly. Okay. And you need, I think I put 4 altogether, so I've got 1 too many. So let's do that. Okay, bend the bodies. And then what's the next step? I like to ask you guys these things so I know you're comprehending and you know what to do next. Okay, what do we do next? We get our mini glue dots, and I'll take your pick tool, and we add a mini glue dot right in the middle of the butterfly there. Okay. Let's see, I think I'll put this on, and yeah, just right here. Layer them on top of each other. Why do I do this again? Right? Why? You guys know why? The flutter effect. For the dimension and all the flutter that's there. Okay, separate these guys. All right, now I'm going to come over. I still can't find the lavender that I'm going to place right there. Maybe it fell on the floor. No. Okay, I'm going to take 2 mini glue dots, this time 2. And I'm going to set them right on the little mailbox flag. And stick this down right there. Okay, Diane, tell them what I'm going to do next. Do you know what I'm going to do next? You know what my little pet peeve is, right? I know Diane knows that. I'll have a little stamping pet peeve. She's probably, I know she knows. She's probably typing in right now what it is. Look at the other side. I can leave it like that, but I have a little problem with that. Personal preference. I put some more mini glue dots right there. Take this one that I stamped, putting something on the back. See, she knew. Yep, so no matter which direction this beautiful box is, no matter which way you're looking at it, it's pretty, right? Oh my gosh, I hope you guys are loving it. Okay, so then the front was plain. So I was thinking, what could I do to dress that up? And these beautiful tags came to mind because, you know, you want to say something about the gift you're giving. I'm going to go back to the Gorgeous Grape, and in the Sketch Butterflies stamp set, there's a beautiful saying right here. It says, "Hope is a beautiful thing that flutters in the soul." Oh my word, isn't that pretty? So you can say that for anything, any occasion whatsoever. Even though it's the birthday, even though it's a graduation, even though it's just moved into a new house, no matter what, this sentiment will work. So I'm just going to take my snips and I'm going to fussy cut this out. Now remember how I've taught you, your scissors only, using my ribbon scissors. Your snips only open and close, open and close, open and close. Your paper is what moves. See how I'm moving my paper? and I'm getting a great, great cut. A lot of people ask me, I don't have it. I didn't know that had a die. It doesn't. It's just that you cut like this, so you cut very well, and it looks as if you used a die. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna take mini glue dots again, 2 of them, 1 on each end of this sentiment. She can't stand that. It just looks unfinished to me if the back is naked or whatever. Okay, so there we go, onto the beautiful little tag. Now, how am I going to get this to stay on this metal? Okay, so what I did was I brought up the 2 little legs and I made a knot. Hi, Andrea. Then I separated the 2 little legs and I made a bow. Get the bow the size you want it. It's kind of like the little latch on your mailboxes. Another mini glue dot. They're our buddy today, aren't they? Now I'm almost done with this, but don't leave. I want to show you something else. Okay. And then I just took that where that mini glue dot is on the back of the knot and stuck it right there. It makes the top, from the top, you've got this magnet butterfly. You've got this little bow. You have this adorable, well, it's not adorable, it's beautiful, tag hanging from the front that talks about hope. You have the lavender, both sides, and the bigger butterfly. Now, let's see if this is dry or not. You can slide off the back. Well, let me do it with the one that's already done, my sample. So this comes off, so this is part of your gift. You just slide the backing off. What can I use? I'll use some fabric here. And you put this on the outside of your top, and then you put this on the inside of your top, and it stays on your top, or your sweater, or your jacket, or whatever you want. You've just got this cute little butterfly, whatever color you made it with your blends, and it stays. It will not move. It's a name badge magnet. But I wanted mine, see how strong they are? I wanted mine to be part of the gift, so I'm putting it on the outside. Plus, with the double butterflies, it just looks so good. Okay, so what did you guys think? Tell me what you think about these. Still can't find my lavender that I cut out. All right, if you like it, just give me some hearts, thumbs up, smiley faces, whatever. If you don't, you can stay quiet. You don't have to say a word. All right, so there we go from the side. There we are from the front. And this just hangs loose like that. All right, so for Heather's birthday, we don't like to, I'm making a trifold for dessert. It's brownie chocolate heaven, chocolate pudding, whipped cream, layers, in a trifold dish. And we don't like to blow out candles for germ reasons, not to spread germs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in front of her when it's time to sing happy birthday. Now this is a little terracotta pot that was regular terracotta, like the one I showed you that I used the other day. But I spray painted it, and I had clay, and I have a mold, and I made the roses out of clay, and I hot glued it to my pot. Then I spray painted it, then I used my white craft ink to get it looking like this. Then I sprayed it with a sealant, because the white craft ink will not dry on a painted terracotta pot. It will dry on a naked terracotta pot, but I had painted it, so it wasn't sticking to the paint, so I sealed it. Then I took one of the little butterflies from the same bundle, and it has a die that coordinates with it. So I just used the die in white cardstock. And so I turn my pots upside down, and I stick taper candles in them. And I try to make my candles different sizes, so when you put, like, say 7 or 9 across your table, the candles are high, low, higher, lower, you know, different lengths. And look with mini glue dots how the butterflies stick to the taper candle. Then I just stick the candle into the holder, and you spin it so it looks like, you know, one butterfly, another butterfly, and then another butterfly fluttering around the candles. Very, very simple. Just another idea for you. And this is the candle she will blow out when we're singing, after we sing Happy Birthday. So isn't that gorgeous? I just love this. This is always gonna, well, I use them in my patio too, in the evening when we light candles if we have company or something. All right, so let's go back to this one since it has all the lavenders on it. Remember the badge brooch, magnetic, the fluttering butterflies back and front, more lavender, and a tag in front. Open it up and put your gift in. Now, if you want to, I didn't, but you can open it up and spray paint, so this isn't whatever they've decorated here, but you'll get paint here too, so I just didn't want to keep going, so I just left it. So I just spray painted it closed. And spray paint the flag too, because you'll see that the flags are different colors. So it's a plastic flag, and it takes the paint as well. Okay, I'm off to start making the lunch for Heather's friends. Thank you for being here. I hope you had fun. I hope you'll share this with your friends. If they don't have Facebook, send them to YouTube. And I'm looking for questions. I don't see any. So I'm going to let you go. All right, ladies, take care. Bye-bye.